Ukrainian forces struck the Antonovsky bridge for a second night in a row, amid failed Russian attempts to intercept the rockets. Ukraine turned to US-supplied HIMARS, which bypassed Russian air defense efforts to stop the strikes. The multiple rocket launchers struck the bridge several times in an attack caught on camera. Russian surface-to-air missiles can be seen launching from the vicinity of the bridge, and then exploding at what appears to be a predetermined altitude. This is likely in a futile attempt to destroy the incoming HIMARS rockets, and may be further evidence of the S-400's inability to deliver on its promise to the Kremlin that it could protect against American-produced rocket artillery. The Antonovsky Road Bridge and the Kherson Rail Bridge over the Dnipro River were heavily damaged in attacks earlier this week and are likely unusable for heavy military vehicles, according to a report from British intelligence released Saturday. That could mean Russian soldiers are stuck with limited options for new supplies or weapons to reach them. Both spans have been used by Russian forces in the occupied city of Kherson on the Black Sea to transport soldiers and war materiel. Large parts of the region are occupied by Russian soldiers. The two primary road bridges giving access to the pocket of Russian-occupied territory on the west bank of the Dnipro in Kherson Oblast are now probably out of use for the purpose of substantial military resupply, the British intelligence briefing said. On the 10th of August 2022, Ukrainian precision strikes likely rendered the road crossing of the Dnipro River at Nova Kakhovka unusable for heavy military vehicles. In recent days, Russia has only succeeded in making superficial repairs to the damaged Antonovsky Road Bridge, which likely remains structurally undermined. Ukraine's military destroyed the last remaining bridge over the Dnipro River in order to deny Russian forces the opportunity to advance with their equipment. Today, the armed forces of Ukraine targeted the fourth and last bridge that connected the right and left banks of the Dnipro River, wrote Serhiy Halan, a member of Ukraine's local government in Kherson, on Facebook. That is, the Russians no longer have any opportunity to fully transfer their equipment to the right bank. Last month, British intelligence said it had indications that Russian forces were scrambling to create makeshift bridges to ferry militarized vehicles and equipment across the river. It is noted that if Ukrainian forces have disrupted all three bridges and can prevent the Russians from restoring any of them to usability for a protracted period, then Russian forces on the west bank of the Dnipro will likely lose the ability to defend themselves against even limited Ukrainian counterattacks. Ukrainian forces struck the bridge on the Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant, HPP, dam again on August 13, reportedly rendering the bridge unusable by heavy vehicles, the report says. The Kakhovka bridge was the only road bridge Russian forces could use following Ukrainian forces' successful efforts to put the Antonovsky road bridge out of commission. The UK Defence Ministry has claimed that Russian forces now have no bridges usable to bring heavy equipment or supplies over the Dnipro River in Kherson Oblast and must rely mainly on the pontoon ferry they have established near the Antonovsky road bridge. Indicators of degraded Russian supplies resulting from the disruption of Russian GLOCs over the Dnipro River would include observed fuel and ammunition shortages among Russian forces in western Kherson Oblast, abandoned Russian vehicles, decreased intensity and, finally, cessation of Russian ground assaults and artillery attacks, possibly increased instances of Russian looting, increased reports from Russian soldiers about supply shortfalls, increased numbers of Russian prisoners of war taken by Ukrainian forces, and an observed absence of new heavy machinery transported to western Kherson, the ISW notes. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you can be alerted to our next video. We'll see you again soon on Warzone.